Hello! Welcome welcome back to Lena my name, Luna the Moon, Lena Luna's Tarot channel. And today we are reading for Sammy, and it's a general reading. But before heading into the tarot reading, we will disclaim once again that I am not a professional reader, and so I'll just say whatever comes to mind because I think that's relevant. And I hope that it resonates, but please just take what resonates and leave the rest. And yeah, that's basically it. Please be nice and communicate to me after you finish the reading. I would love to hear your feedback, and I value every single thing that you guys say. So yeah, that's it. Okay, and let's jump right into the reading. So let's look at the tarot card first. Ooh, okay. Is that I think that's a 9 because that's not a 10 yet. Is that 9? 9 of Swords? 9. No, that's 8 of Swords. Okay, cool. 8 of Swords. So your tarot card is 8 of Swords upright. The number 8 symbolizes movement, speed, and or power. Meanwhile, the suit of swords symbolizes intellect, reason, and communication. And it's also an air card, so it either involves or have the characteristic of water signs like Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, and characteristics are cold, wet, and soft. Wait, no. I looked at the water. Hold on. Sorry. Air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and the characteristics are light, hot, and wet. So, yeah. Relating the aspects of intellect, reasons, and communication with movement, speeds, and or power. So I feel like the word power may be able to resonate with this card specifically because of course there's like the people who has the soul, the swords, like they are the ones who holds power and things like that. And like even if you're speaking, that's like your tongue is the so-called swords, right? So maybe like in this case, power is an important thing. And yeah, that. So like maybe yeah, that. And then let's look into the visual aspect of this card. Okay, so this is like very pinkish and purplish. I said that I will look into those colors, and yet I still haven't. But at this moment, I feel like that's like a very lavendery thing. Lavender helps people sleep, right? And so somehow that just makes me think of like being hypnotized and like being manipulated, because like hypnotized and like manipulated, like that kind of makes sense. And also if you look at it, like this girl, she's being blindfolded, and also there's all these things that's just like holding on to her and like binding her. Like I don't know if you can see it, I hope that it's not reflecting lights or anything. Like these things are like binding her, and she's under a blindfold. Okay, let me look at that. It's like I hope that yeah, you can probably see it somehow. I hope you can. But yeah, she's being blinded, maybe because communication, reason, and intellect is a part of swords, so maybe someone is using the way they speak to manipulate you or whatever. Maybe sweet talk you into something. So that maybe there's that. Or maybe it's just the words of gossip, you know, because communications includes like words of people, right? And there's all these swords that's surrounding you. So it's all the things that other people are saying that's about you that may impact, like, that's kind of like harming you, but not directly, because you can see how, like, even though all these swords are near her, she aren't actually like harmed, but she is indeed binded. And it feels like if she were to step out of this situation, she will be in danger. So there's that. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just want to say that regardless of the situation that may seem very like dangerous or like you don't know what to do, just know that the moon is looking over you. Like, look, there's this big thing, and that on top of that there's castles. So I feel like there are spirit guides looking after you, and there is the moon looking after you. So things will happen. Like, don't be scared of that. And we will also give you advice here from the moon. And yeah, just like there's that from the visual element of the reading. And then let's talk about the actual definition of the card. Some situations are truly perilous. Your hands are tied, danger surrounds you, and you literally or figuratively can't see a way out. Because this is the suit of sword, which represents our thought process. Very likely, this situation is created or aspirated by the way you think about it. Doing the same thing and thinking the same thoughts increases the hold the situation has on you. Advice is that, like Houdini escaping from seemingly inescapable bonds, you can free yourself by quelling your rising emotions and thinking about the situation in a completely different way. So yeah, right, just now I did think about like being unable to see as well, but of course, the manipulation thing just jumped out more. So I don't know if that can like both situation can link together in your own mind, because it is your situation, so you know it the best. So I would say that usually in some cases when there's no overlap in the definitory meaning and the visual elements, it usually talks about either like different people, like let's say in a love reading it talks about different people, or like it talks about different aspect of this situation, you know. And I hope that this applies to you. And then let's move on to the oracle thing. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So new moon in Virgo is a card that talks about when this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you? Where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make that restart a clever one, that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it, so if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the top. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies, so add these into your routines now. However you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less about what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. The tune to the moon is that is to recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Additional meaning for this card is that gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to details if you want success without being pedantic. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. The person you're asking about is reliable. The teaching of this card is that Virgo is the sign of health, service, and analysis. Its energy is precise and has a feel of the harvest about it. When this card comes up, it could be that a wonderful bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of the new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order. So that's what you need to do at the time of the Virgo new moon and whenever else you pull this card. So I think that's pretty self-explanatory, and I hope that things resonate and that it makes sense, because I don't have anything to add on. And please communicate with me about what you think about the reading. Please consider commenting, liking, and or subscribing to the channel, and I hope to be able to read for you again in the future. And share to your friends if you'd like to. Thank you. Bye bye.